I do want to say,
if you're in the Los Angeles area, do yourself a favor and get booked with LTE Studios today. You can use it for podcasting, hosting, cooking, take your videos, take everything to the next level using LTE, hosted by our very own Dion Lack and Twills. Get online now, email them, step up your game with LTE Studios.
Comedy Live with your host,
It's finally here. The show I've been waiting on, Comedy Live, is now live only on Fox Soul. February 28th, that's a Saturday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. You can watch me and my hilarious friends as I host and they give some of the best stand-up comedy you ever heard in your entire life. Check it out. We're streaming on Fox Soul. You can check it out online at YouTube, Facebook, on their actual website, or on your streaming platforms like Roku. I'll see you guys there.
Macaroni and jazz, folks. Buckle up, 'cause they gonna ruffle some feathers. Welcome everybody to the podcast with mad jokes. We got another one better than all the other ones.
Here we go.
Macaroni and jazz, folks. Buckle up, 'cause they gonna ruffle some feathers. Welcome everybody to the podcast with mad jokes. We got another one better than all the other ones.
Here we go.
They were white. Everyone. We're not racist though.
We're discriminatory and rude, but we have no power to oppress a whole group. We've hurt some people based on some hatred for sure.
do y'all agree with Chaz? Do you guys agree with Twilla in the group in the group chat? They're definitely.
I agree with Twilla most of the fact, except for the
could be.
definition of what becomes toxic masculinity. Because I go, well, hey, if I say, because then I go like, okay, well, we're talking about comparing a patriarchy to being a white racist, right? To being in a white triarchy, right? Is that a word? Can we coin that? White triarchy?
White triarchy?
Yeah. But like I said, I never believed there is a word of toxic
Let's look
masculinity because of that.
I looked this up. Toxic masculinity refers to harmful, rigid societal norms forced upon men, emphasizing dominance, aggression, and emotional suppression. Toxic femininity involves harmful, stereotypical feminine behaviors like extreme passivity, submissiveness, and self-silencing to cater to male validation. All toxic femininity exists because of masculinity.
That's horseshit. What about toxic femininity towards each other? The man sounds like it was to men, right?
To men and to everybody.
But no, that's not what that said.
It says it's forced. Toxic masculinity refers to harmful, rigid societal norms forced upon men, emphasizing dominance, aggression, and emotional suppression.
To men.
No, not to men.
That's what it just said.
Suppressing. Men aren't suppressing other men.
Men suppress other men all the
teaching
time.
men this type of aggression so they can oppress others and suppress other people.
Men suppress men all the time. It's very much it's the same thing when we used to be in football. If there was a freshman,
we're being tough on them. Be men.
No, you just be like, not in high school. No,
you're not men.
No, in high school, you're just being a dick. But once you, as like now, if I had a son, it would be a big
masculine energy. Is like, I think it is toxic towards men for sure. That's why I said everybody.
But my thing is, the women one wasn't toxic for women. It was toxic. It was out of repression for men.
It said behaviors like extreme passivity, submissiveness, and self-silencing.
Right.
To cater towards men.
Right. So where's the one for women to women?
I'm saying it's not.
So my thing is, it goes on. I go like, okay, so masculine toxic. This is getting too hard to say. Masculine. What's the word?
Masculinity.
Toxic masculinity goes to men, and female damn it. I'm getting all
toxicity.
Yeah, it goes on to men also. So where's the women on women crime? Huh?
Or women on women porn.
I think it's like an internalized misogyny that you then would have towards yourself, like towards other women group. So like kind of what we see, like when we talk about, if we go to the greater, this isn't the exact same definition, but when we always talk about like the 92% of Black women that supported Kamala Harris versus the 43%, 46% of white women that supported her, it is like white women are always serving against their own interest and like carrying water for the patriarchy. So it's kind of like that thing of like, this is the type of, it exists in a pool to uphold systems.
This is the first time I actually heard that. I thought toxic femininity was always a thing. Like you're the one I'm hearing now. I'm just like, oh, this is not a thing. So this is news to me. I'm like, wait a second. I thought this was a thing. I thought this was like here's this version for men and here's this version for women. And you're like, no, we don't do that. We were mean girls.
Yeah.
I did not know. I found out very recently that prejudice and racism is extremely different. I thought it was like another word, another phrase of it, but I didn't realize how different they are.
But also, I've seen different definitions of what racism is.
Yeah, like people will argue.
I thought the one Twitter sound like that's the black version.
Yeah, people will absolutely argue that Black people can be racist towards other groups. I think we can say racist things. We've seen like or espouse racist ideologies, but the fact that we can't.
Did we do this on here? Did we talk about all what it would take to be considered racist? I was like, if you were like in an all black, if I was a white dude in an all black town, right, and I worked for like a plant that was black owned, right, and all my coworkers are black, and I get less hours, I get paid less, all because I'm white. And then I was like, is that racist? Because you have all the power. And then it was like, yeah, but you can always get out of the town and still be somebody else. Because then I was like, well, what would it take to be considered?
Well, if he's economically oppressed, he can't get out of town. Like, it's not that easy. We know that there's systems that function against them. And in that example, I feel like
that was here because then I was like, well, so then can black people be racist if we have all those things? And it's like, yes, they can be, but it's not a thing where they are. Like this is why I love what Drewski did, right? Like I love what Drewski did because not only was it to me, I go like, that's brave and stuff, but then there white people got upset. White people were like, well, how would you like it if we went and did whiteface? Right. And I'm like, hey, you guys can do whatever you want to do.
Right.
There's always some kind of Drewski has to face his own consequences, which didn't seem like a whole lot. And if a white person doesn't have to face their own consequences, which you're allowed to do, right? So I'm like, when does it become like, okay, this is racist or this is like not racist? Like because and I'm not like. Do you remember Doughboy I feel like Doughboy's take was terrible. Like Doughboy and his was like, how it should be fine or it's not racist. And I'm like, the historical context definitely means
everything.
Yes.
Right.
Because there was a reason why they did blackface when we had black people available.
Right.
It's like you guys could have just got a black person.
Yeah. Said, no.
Yeah.
And we was the clown like, whoa.
Yeah. Whoa. And it was literally to exclude them from doing such a thing.
Right. And this is what Mickey Mouse came.
Mickey Mouse is blackface?
Yeah.
It's not just a mouse?
No. Remember that the whole visual of that sort of cartoon is a mockery of blackface. Why do you think they had the white gloves? Because they didn't want to paint their hands. They just had those gloves on just to kind of quickly do the makeup and stuff. So the whole blackface, the whole and then remember there was a version of
I always thought Mickey was white.
There's like you can find old cartoons.
The old one was all black with the big lips.
Of Mickey?
It was the big lips and the face right here, like it was like white and the big lips, and then they had like this character. It's like then they converted that little character into a mouse.
He started making money.
Right.
They were like, oh, we need to save this thing.
I think I was gonna say to that.
So he was Mickey Nigga first. And then
Nigga Mouse. N-I-G G-G-A M-O-U.
Oh, God. Were you about to say something?
Yeah. So to the whole point of like what's considered racist, I think a lot of people, we're at a time in history right now where like we're actually seeing that pendulum swing back. Like there were so many things that they did to try to correct racism, like the affirmative action and enrolling in schools and the Voting Rights Act, and we're seeing all of that type of stuff get struck down because people are like,
there's a racist in office.
Well, there's a racist in office, but then you have like conservative people like your Charlie Kirks who would have argued that like certain things, all these rules that were then put in place to erase racism effectively were more racist because now you're upholding racist, you're using racial practices to justify racial corrections. And so then that's like, if you looked at like the part of the Voting Rights Act that was struck down this past week, the justices that were in favor of that were pretty much like, yeah, you can't argue that the intent of gerrymandering was racism. So we can't say that like we need this law to uphold whatever. So we're seeing that pendulum swing back, and people who for a long time has disagreed with how we came back from the civil rights and all these things that were used to allow Black people to help us essentially try to even the playing field. It's like, just like, yep, y'all had enough time. Hope y'all figured it out. If you ain't figured it out, good luck.
I got some sad news.
What's that?
To ask you, Chaz, did you press record?
And not on there either.
That ain't on there either.
That was me.
In my head, I was like, that's not red. And I'm sure Chaz didn't press record. We just sat down and started talking. And I was like,
had a great conversation.
Yeah, I mean, we still got the live, but yeah. Chaz was up there the whole time. And I said, this is not being recorded at all. We did the whole card situation. Chaz never pressed record. I never moved.
Yeah. And as Chaz put that in there, I was like, I need to press record as soon as he sits down.
Yeah.
And I did on the thing.
Yep.
I just assumed that.
As soon as I seen that mug green, I said,
well,
this live is
live, huh?
Yeah, this is the live.
This
live right here can be audio pulled and visually.
But the audio is good, Chaz. The audio is great on this.
She got it in her ears.
Damn it!
The
Is
audio
it my
is
fault?
wonderful.
No, it's not. No,
Audio is wonderful.
1,000% my fault. I was right there. I was right there. I put the card in.
Yeah, and it just hit me as soon as I saw that mug green. I was like, oh, it hasn't been recorded yet. So now it's like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
You idiot. Now I'm talking to me. You goddamn.
Well, we got to do it all over again,
Yo,
folks.
boy, no.
This hasn't happened in a long time.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I haven't moved at all.
No, I can just take it from the live, but
Yeah.
But still, bro, come on. What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a
Yeah.
failure, bro.
Phenomenal
I was
episode.
feeling so good. We were having a great convo.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Pushing 2
Jasmine.
hours. As soon as I seen 2 hours, I said, oh, this is a good episode. And I said, I don't remember when. What was that? Did you do the thing, Twills?
YouTube
What's that?
Another thing that Twills told me that I said she's super smart when it comes to this stuff. So one time I had betrayed her on something, like I had bought some cookies that she's a
betrayed her?
I betrayed her.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, where is this from? And I was like, I bought it. She was like, I told you it's my favorite cookies. Why would you do that? And then she just said, E2 Brute. And I was like, what? What does that mean? Tell them what it means.
And You Brutus, which is from
And You Brutus?
Yeah, from the play Julius Caesar. And it was like when Brutus
Betrayed him. As like you stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
It's like
to Brute.
so it's like all these
damn.
like people were stabbing him, and then Brutus like he said, E2 Brute, like you, my homie.
Damn.
So she just randomly said that, and I was just like, I don't know what that means. And then every time I see it pop up, I'm like,
You know what? I got to give a shout out to Mrs. Martha Moore, who was my high school teacher. I had her for honors 10th grade English, AP European history, and honors 11th grade history English. And this woman, antediluvian and et tu Brute.
You stuck with you since then.
yeah.
Those are the things. That was my teacher. That's the one teacher that like let me cut up in class and then didn't let the other girl. I told you she was like, she told the other girl to stop talking. It's like, but Twill is always talking. And she was like, but Twill is funny.
Is there anything
I'd be like, oh,
Is there anything that from high school that was like, this has changed my life? This phrase, this quote, this words of wisdom that like my teacher told me that stuck with you. Is there anything besides your antediluvian?
Antediluvian.
Yes.
You added a B in there, was it?
Yeah. Well, I was going from the Greek.
Mm. Just lesson wise, my high school theater teacher, when it was coming to like auditioning and being a presence on stage, I had a huge audition. And she was just like, first of all, take your tone down a little bit. Cause I used to be very high pitched when I would get on stage. Like I would talk up here in a higher register, like I do sometimes. And she was like, speak from the diaphragm, plant your feet and be confident. And like, when I say I got that audition, I nailed it. And it was just like one of those things. I always like, whenever I have to like do public speaking, Miss Kathy Bergen, may she rest in peace. Always Mama B.
What you got?
probably just some coaches. I remember whatever football play, I was trying to tell my coach something. Yeah, this dude just looked at me and he was just like, just say it won't happen again. And that's it. And I was like, won't happen again, coach. And he was like, get back out there. And I've never ever had like
any issues with him.
Yeah, because I was like, man, let's do it. And then he was like, just say it'll never happen again and go back out there. And I was like, oh, and I get to save all the apologies and
I do remember this recycled quote that my theater teacher told me, which was also my football coach. So he was very physical with me. And then me being a character on stage in the stage play Dreamgirls punched me with 2 fists on my chest. Stop acting and act. I was so confused.
Because it was you think he's about to say, stop acting and just be.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, and I was so confused. I was like, my chest hurt. And he was like, stop acting and act. I said, okay. And then somebody else next to me was like, because you know the words. For some reason, it hit me afterwards. I was like, stop trying to be this character and be the It sounds wild.
I mean, it's not. Yes, it does sound wild to hear, but yeah. He's just like, you're doing way too much.
Yeah, right. Like
be in the moment.
Yeah.
And my wrestling coach used to say that that pain is weakness leaving the body.
Pain is weakness leaving the body.
Yeah, it was a very sick place.
Yeah, he is sick.
You would be in pain or something. He was like, good. You should be thanking the pain. You should be thanking the pain. You should love that pain. That's weakness. Like, he's like, you'll never be this weak again. You'll never. That was his thing. He's like, that point of weakness, whatever pain you just felt, you'll never feel that again.
Coach, my arm broke.
That's the most pain you ever feel in your life is right there. If you can handle that, you can be able to handle the next thing. Like, all right, nigga.
I remember this wasn't in high school, but this was on the set of Caught in the Shadows. Rich has said, "Hey man, you gotta chase your dreams, man. Because if you don't, somebody's gonna hire you to help chase theirs." And that mug always stuck with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, that hurts. Hey, you ain't doing nothing with your dreams, man. Come over here and help me chase mine.
Here's a couple dollars.
Right.
You
are sitting on so much talent.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna chase yours. So let me go ahead and bring you over here.
I'm trying to think of something a teacher said to me, man. I don't want to say that I didn't have like good teachers. I was a terrible student. So I just don't really remember things that like stuck with me like that a teacher said. I remember way more coach stuff than teacher stuff.
I remember the insults my coach said. You should have been a lab rat.
Damn.
You should have been shot on the curtain.
That was great.
He's like, I hate that you exist.
Yeah, my coach said, we was wrestling. He's like, you guys are getting ridden like a bunch of rubber fouls. Yeah. And then you couldn't laugh. We were like,
if we had the sort of rights, if we had the sort of rights that we have today, our coaches would be under the prison.
Izzy thinks her basketball coach is mean, and I'm like, you have no idea how nice this guy is.
Yeah,
because I would be a lot meaner.
She basketball.
Yeah, she's playing basketball now.
How do you feel about coaches being really passionate while your child is playing to the point they're cussing them out on?
How old are they? It just depends on the age.
Yeah.
The age makes a difference.
I watched, I can't think of I'm calling him my nephew. This is my daughter's friend. Maybe 13, 12. And they're like, Jonathan, get your ass back over here.
Oh, yeah.
What's wrong with you?
You're old enough for a good cuss out at 12.
No, and I'm just like, and I was like, parents are here.
Yeah.
He wasn't talking to my nephew, but he was just like, get over here. How'd you get offsides? We practice this shit.
That's what drives you nuts as a coach.
Right.
That you know,
right.
Like,
so, and in my head, I was like, you are very bold to be doing this in front of the parents. Because parents, like, we don't even cuss at my house.
Man, my mom was trying to, I remember once she wanted to talk to coach about cussing, and I was like, please don't. Like, please don't do that. Like, you don't this is already bad. Because then I got to live with this.
Right.
Like, no.
Oh, your little soft ass mama.
Yeah. Mommy ain't here to save you now, is she?
I think the generations would be different if they had, like this little helicopter, everybody gets a prize type.
Oh, it's too much.
Sports, I hate it.
It's too much.
I hate, like, you have to learn that you're not always going to win everything or be good at everything. And I do think there's a time to talk gentle and, like, respect kids as human beings. But I do think there's something about, like, sports and in that moment and just learning to be as you're like learning discipline and things like that, to hear like that tough love and that harsh language, because like me, I was not the kid for it. Like, you couldn't talk to me crazy. I would cry. But I think like I probably needed that balance from somebody that wasn't my parents. Like put me in like track or something, like where I could hear that and toughen me up so that like I could have that discipline to go all the way on certain things.
Right.
My brother my brother was huge in sports, and Lanston's like one of the most disciplined people you'll meet to like this day. And I think it just kind of helps shape a person into like who they are and what they do and how they handle things in life.
It's why if you ever hear me, I think I just did it. I'll call myself an idiot. I'll say all these mean things to myself, but it's only to hype myself up. But
to have a coach talk to your child like that, that's what I'm saying.
No coach is gonna say anything that I wouldn't already said to Izzy. My thing is be her first coach. And I think one thing or other is to like, what I talk to Izzy a lot about is the mental side of stuff. That's why you got to be tough. I'm like, you can't let everything that you hear affect you. You have to get what's you're supposed to get out of it. Because if a coach yells at you, there's something else he's trying to tell you. And the people who don't get it sit the bench. Right?
Yeah.
So if a coach is like, hey, you got your head up your ass out there, you got to know what he means.
Right.
He's not literally saying hands in your ass. Right. He's saying you're missing plays, you're missing assignments. You got to figure out in real time like what you're missing and what you're supposed to do. Yeah. And he's done all, by the time you get to the game, he's done all the coaching.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's not like there's anything else to tell you in the game. So he's like, I'm not on the, and then you might come off the side, and you might get but there's that balance too. Because if you get off, that same coach is gonna cuss you out, is gonna hype you up the most also. As soon as you get off, he's like, that's what I'm talking about. Right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's what I want you to do every time. Y'all see that? You play like that. And everyone's like, yeah, all right. You need that balance.
That would never worked on me. Being in gym class and being good at certain sports, the gym teacher was always like, I need you to be on the volleyball team. I need you to play on basketball team. So the one time I went out for basketball and they were doing all these drills and I was like, oh, this is crazy. I don't want no parts of this. And he was just like trying, I guess, to hype me up. And I was like, your yelling is not working. I'll go back to theater. I'm good.
Around this.
I don't have to. And surely the next day, like my dad bought me new sneakers and everything. I was like, I'm not doing this. Right. I'm gonna go be in the play.
Yeah.
Y'all sound crazy.
And Twilla squeaking out through the play, out through the theater floor, squeaky, squeak, squeak.
But a theater coach can yell at you too.
Mama B
you know your marks. What
Mama
are you doing?
B would never.
Yeah.
Would never.
She would never. Her and
yelling is good
Mr.
for
Patrick
kids, man.
And I probably absolutely needed it, but by that time in 10th grade, I hadn't received it. Like I was not a sport. I was a dancer. Like I'm used to like do this.
So if you're a coach for the basketball coach, but like, Twilla, boom, cat, boom, cat, boom.
Okay.
You up here going boom, bat, boom, bat. It's a boom, cat, boom, cat.
Hey,
dance to me.
So both of my children are very, very sarcastic. And I remember getting to a point of like yelling, disciplining them. They do the, I know. I hate that. Don't cut me off when I'm disciplining you.
Yeah.
If I'm like, dude, we had this discussion. I know you're going to say the same thing. I got it. If you got it, you wouldn't do this.
Right.
She's like, oh, go ahead. Go. And I remember one time she did this like, I'm trying to leave and you talking like, and I was like, get back here. She's like, who are you? Like, she had like, you're doing way too much.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, now you making it seem like I'm the problem and you are being, I'm trying my best to not to explain what really happened.
That's all good.
But she verbally did something wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, we have to work on this because this is an issue.
Right.
And she's like, I know you said this before. If I said this before, why are you still doing it?
Because you haven't got it yet.
I was like, I couldn't just be like, you heard what they said.
Right.
Make sure you do it. Like, I have to emphasize this, how important it is.
Right.
I think that child is a little bit more like me in the certain things, and I think it's just like in how you approach it. Like I know it takes more work to be that way, but it's more so like with that particular child, because I know what child you're talking about, is that it's more so like nobody likes to be disappointed. Like the fact, especially you talk to me like this lets me know that I disappointed you.
Yes.
So I need you, like I hear you and I feel bad and I understand. I know I messed up. Like I'm already hard on myself. And then hearing you just as disappointed.
Got to emphasize it.
But it's also like if you're coming from a place of like, hey, I see we're having issues on this. How can I help you? Can we get like, what can we do as a team to make sure this doesn't happen again?
You need one of these? Huh?
Yeah.
Because you're not going to respond. Like I'm the exact same way. I'm not going to respond well to that. I'll shut down before I hear anything else versus... And this is, me well enough to know.
Yeah. So I'll give you an example. I want you to be my dad. All right. So Twilla, tell me that 1 through 5 is wrong. Okay.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those are all wrong.
Okay.
That's not right.
And then I'm like, all right, we're going home and we're driving home. And what would you say to me?
You got 1 through 5.
I know. I just heard her say it. You don't have to say it. I got it.
Well, why are you getting 1 through 5 wrong?
Why? She just told me why I got it wrong.
Okay, so what are you gonna do next time to not get them wrong?
What? I'm gonna do better.
What are you gonna do to do better?
I'm going to try my best to do better.
What steps are actionable that you're going to take to do better? Right, you're gonna go write down what you're gonna do to get. That's what my daughter hates. I'll make her go write some. Why do I have to write it down? Yeah, you'll write it down. You know what kids also hate? Feel like they're wasting their time.
Yeah. Yes.
I will waste it. I will waste
Yes.
Izzy's day.
Yes.
Oh, she hates it. I'm like, well, you just gotta go sit down for what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember my girl was in her bed just texting away. And she's been there for like an hour. And I said, "You got any homework?" She's like, "Yeah, let's do the homework first." And she was like, and she tried to reverse engineers like, "Hey," she said, "Hey, there is some heavy trash. Can you take out the trash for me?" As in, like, you know, it really was heavy. It was a lot of stuff in there. I was like, "Yes, I can." I was like, "But I need you to wash the dishes." She was like, as in, like, "Why are you stacking things on top of me?" And I was like, "If I take the trash, you got to do the dishes." I mean, she could have did both of them, honestly.
Yeah.
But with this trash, if I pulled it out, it was definitely like it would have bust. So I actually had to take stuff out and then do 2 bags. So I ended up taking the entire trash out because if I pull it out, so all that to say, I was like, yeah, I can, but also do the dishes and your homework and take a stop being on your phone. Yeah, just like, and then the whole like not telling me that she's done and is going in her room. Now, did you do your homework? I did, but still talk on the phone. I was like, this nigga, you want beef. You could have like, oh yeah, I did do that. I did.
Because it also makes you go like, oh, how much of an asshole do I have to be? Like, I could cool off and be like, oh, okay. But I'm also like, nah, you're a kid.
Yeah.
You're still a kid. And my kid being a kid, Izzy is funny because she'll act like, she'll go, okay, but if I already know this, then why do I have to do this? Not just simply because like, I told you to do it. And that's just what it is. Here's what doesn't make sense to me, Papa. And I go like, oh, I would love for you to express this. It's not going to make a difference.
Yeah.
But I love to hear you articulate this.
I can't wait till Izzy becomes a teenager. She's going to drive you crazy.
Yeah, Izzy going to be a problem.
She's going to drive you crazy.
It's going to be great though.
Her whys is going to push you to a place where, because I said so. I hate that we say that, but it really is like, I don't have the time to flush out, and just it's because I said so. Like it was like why do I have to do it now?
I tell you this all the time too. Like when you're a kid and like you have to do what I tell you to do. Like you don't really get an option.
But where does it say that in the parent guide to say I have to do it right now?
Because there's consequences when you don't, and you can take the consequences. It is more, and you can do it. You can choose consequences. Yeah, that's up to you, and that's always that she gets up. Like that's your option.
Yeah,
you can choose consequences. What they talking about?
We got sometimes twills. You'll say all that, and their response is I don't know. And I get that. I think it's just their quick instinctive because they're not actually slowing down to think or reflect on that moment. Alonzo says she's just being a girl, Dion. My daughters have their moments like this too. I have 4 daughters, and trust me, they are crazy.
Drive me nuts.
Because I always hear that daughters tripping their teens and then they come back. That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Have you noticed this yet?
My oldest is really starting to engage with them, but my oldest is such a perfectionist. She's starting to kind of omit a few things to the point where she don't want to talk about her failures. She just wants to kind of like look perfect in my eyes. And I get it, but at the same time, I've never given her a reason to.
You tell your mom everything.
Of course, but not like when I ask her how her day is, like tell me everything. Honestly, I really do care, and she's making the effort of talking to me like at least 2 or 3 times a week. She's in college, and then my youngest is at that phase now where she's breaking up with me, and she rather go out with friends, movies, in the mall, talk on her phone a lot. She's born and raised with the cell phone. So that little era right now is becoming very toxic. And I had to literally tell her, put your phone down while we're in the car together. We're going to talk. I know she's really big on breaking news. So I've been utilizing that sort of thing that she does on Instagram. And I'm like, what did you post in your stories? And she's informative. She's informing.
Lauren LaRosa.
Yeah, she's informing me what happened. Like, oh, did you know that Meg Thee Stallion and I'm gonna say Cam Newton, Clay Thompson are broke up and now they're blah blah blah. I was like, why did you repost that one? Because I did not know that Klay Thompson. So now I'm like, why did you repost this as your story? So now she's like, not just doing it because everybody else is doing it. Yeah. So I'm like, now I'm actually talking to her while we're going to school and stuff. And,
That's dope.
put that phone down.
Yeah, I figured like I think my goal, of course, is kind of just be into what she's into, because like she's into this group Cat's Eye, and
They have
so
a horrible song out.
what?
I forget the name of it. I just heard it yesterday. It was so like lyrically just like.
Man, there's this one
Trash.
line that it's like eat zucchini.
I think that's the same song.
I was like, hey, turn this off.
You just said I'm trying to be into what
Well,
she's
for the
into.
most part, I'll let her listen to a lot of stuff, because there's also one song that's like gang, 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 gang. And I'm like, wait a second, dude. Yeah.
Why do you know this song? This is children's songs, right?
No, they're like a really. I know they're all Asian, but are they a Korean? But they're American. Oh, maybe.
It's a K-pop band.
Yeah, so
Formed
that's all I
on
knew.
the
That-
Netflix show.
yeah, all I knew is that they're a K-pop.
Can I
band.
say this? Why is K-pop the only country that's taken off?
Because it's been around for a minute, like they got their time.
But why is
So
not
you ready
China
for like
pop?
J-pop?
Yeah,
There is J-pop. but-
J-pop,
Yeah,
Korean, like Chinese pop,
there is. But this one's the one taking off.
Pakistani. Why ain't got no P-pop?
P-pop.
P-pop on the handstand. P-popping.
Whole different thing would come up.
Yeah. That
The
P-pop.
Pakistanis were like, what is this? This is not what we
That P-pop.
turn this off. This is not allowed tonight.
Oh, there's other countries, man. A-pop,
A-pop.
America pop, Asia
Afghanistan.
pop.
Oh, I went to Afghanistan.
Yeah. What else? Though?
I like to see Afghanistan pop and they're all fully clothed. Upside down, rolled
that.
up.
Do that thing up.
Ah, that's great.
I thought y'all was talking about I be yelling out gang gang.
Not that one.
No.
Yeah.
But see, so and that's what made me upset, because I was like, first off, I was like, do you even know what gang mean? No. And I'm like, all these young girls who have never been in a gang environment are talking about some gang, 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 gang. It's like, yeah, I was like, you got to understand what
Do you
you're
know what
saying.
you the birthday is?
You the birthday?
You the birthday.
I don't know. You're
What do you
dope.
think it is?
You're you're the life of the party. I
Yeah,
don't know.
you go. That's what it is. That's what it means. I typed that to my daughter because it was like, hey, somebody on Instagram was like, somebody's on Instagram and said, this is a new phrase that the young people are saying. So don't be caught off guard when they say it. So I typed it to my daughter and she said, Dad, you're old. And I was like, what? She was like, I was like, you the birthday. And then she was like, Dad, you spelled it out so phonetically. she said, you're supposed to just do the letter U, D-U-H, birthday,
great.
like no T, like birthday.
That's,
You the
that's
birthday.
great.
I was like, nigga.
Sorry for using all my letters.
So-
Now Izzy's into bruh. They'll bro you to death. I had to limit
Bro.
her bros in the house.
yeah.
And then what was she? She was something else she said recently. Oh, you know what she loves? It's kind of always funny though. She'll do something. She'd be like, "Fah!"
Oh boy.
And it's always
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Like she did something wrong on her homework.
Yeah.
She was like, "Fah!" It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. Yeah,
That's
damn,
all.
I'm old. I just typed it all out.
That's
a
pretty
gang?
good, funny.
No, not in the K-pop. But yeah, so I hear stuff like that. But I try to, and then like there was some Miley Cyrus song she was into, something about flowers.
I love that song. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
yeah. So then I try to like know it with her.
Yeah.
You know, we try to have our duets. Yeah.
Do you
So
think
songs I roll my eyes on, I'm like, let me try to be involved, because I
That
like
Miley
shit
one's
is
a good one.
this shit is.
do you think if you put a camera up in front of your daughter and say, I'm giving you full access for a minute to get all your cussing out, you think she'll do it?
I don't know, man. She seems to be really aware of like words being bad, and I haven't really been like that. I told her there's adult words, but I had some shirt I had, it said like laugh your ass off on the back. She's like, there's a bad word on your shirt. And I was like, what? She's like, the A word. Or even with the music, if it has the E, she's like, oh, like who let the dogs out? Oh, it was one of those Black Eyed Peas songs. What's the one? Damn it.
Several.
Yeah, it was one of their big hits. Anyways, it had the E for explicit. And she was like, oh, can you take this off my playlist? It has the E in there. So she's really a bit like, or like she heard something that said the S word, and she was like, "I'm so sorry, Pop. I'm so sorry." Like I was like, "Calm down, It's okay." She was like something she was watching on YouTube.
That was really nice of you for blinking that right here, the S word.
Oh yeah, well that's what she was. You know, I'm in the kid mode, but so I don't know. I don't know if she would. She seems like, to her, I think it's a really bad thing or makes her a bad person. Like she cried. Some kid at school gave her the middle finger, and she cried. And I was trying to tell her like, that's ain't important.
I'm trying to find the clip. Did I send it to you, Twills?
Yes, you said that mess to me.
I'm trying to find it. But there was a video of a woman was like, all right, I'm gonna set the camera up, and I know you're kind of upset, but I'm allowing you to say whatever you want
Yeah,
to
I've
say.
seen those videos.
And she's like, no, I don't want to. It's like, it's totally fine. I'm gonna put the phone right here and I'm gonna walk away. And you can say whatever you want. And she's like, I don't want to, please. I don't want. You found it?
Kids, talking about the kids.
Okay, here we go.
Good Lord. Good Lord. She said all these bad words before.
Yeah.
She's on this trick. Oh, auntie. Oh, boy.
It's okay. Is that camera gone?
Good Lord. She has heard this. Yikes.
That girl's possessed.
The turn around. Oh, she's back.
Yikes.
And I was like, I'm sure all children have that in them. Of course, they probably done it with friends. Both of my daughters are definitely, I haven't heard them myself, but they definitely told me they cuss around friends. And I was like, listen, I've done it. I do it. Just know who your circle is.
Yeah.
Like, there are repercussions. There are freedom of speech, but it comes with a price. Like, just know that these become like an insult. And sometimes people are not as they don't receive it as just casual talk.
Yeah.
It might get to a point where you might get struck.
Yeah.
Know the difference between we're having fun with friends, no teachers or parents or somebody's around, because I want people to say, oh, that girl got a mouth on her.
Yeah.
Stay away from her. I don't ever want that to be my children of like, yeah, you talking about that foul mouth girl? Yeah, I don't want her in my house.
You're right,
You know?
right.
I was like, I get it. You do it with your friends because you feel like it's cool. This is your young cigarette. This is your young little alcohol.
Might take this over you smoking crack.
Yeah.
Is this a crack, Dad?
Because there is a peer pressure when it comes to cussing too. As in you all kind of like everyone's talking. I remember my time middle school. I did not crack.
I was the exact same.
I did not crack a cuss word, but it always became to a point where I kept bleeping myself in the because I was a character, and I remember like reenacting Friday, and I'm bleaking out all the cuss words, but they're laughing because I'm killing these scenes.
Right.
So it's like I'm really like giving it justice. and I remember that mug came out when I lost character. It was like put that gun down, son, and get knocked out like your father used to. And it was like I did the whole wrong scene. I was doing Friday.
Oh, you got knocked the fire out?
No, it was what up, Craig? What up, Red? I do want to spend Red's money. It was like God, what was it? It was the scene where I can't
call him out, Debo.
Yeah. Shut up, I knock your out too. So I was doing like that. I was doing that all the time. Shut up, I knock your out too. But I remember I can't think what line I said. I was like, and they was like, woo! I was like, it slipped out all through middle school. And I think right when I played football in high school, that's when you can't be like, get your butt over here. No. That's what I'm talking about, boy. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about.
Football is that pure aggression. Yeah. It's all testosterone. Any thought I've ever went away in football is just kill.
And it really is an environment of like, we're saying it, he's saying it, and you like, yeah. You like, I gotta say it. And you like, I feel free. My titties are out now.
And I was a big trash talker, bro.
Yeah.
Big. I was cussing cats smooth out on the field. I remember the referee was always like 92. Come on, man.
Yeah.
My bad, ref.
Yeah.
Just want me to do, ref.
Yeah.
Tell him not to be a back end caller.
And it's nothing like being cussed out and you trying to rebuttal.
What?
There's nothing like being cussed out, but you can't rebuttal with a better sting. So you're being politically correct by trying to like, you shut your butt up too. Shut your fat ass up. Like you be quiet as well.
I will when you do.
You trying to rebuttal? Go out of here. All right, white man.
Then you just got black. All right, we'll see what it is. You just got it. Oh, you got nothing to come back. All right. Man, I got me quick. Oh boy, came out of nowhere. What the?
I made my daughter cuss on one time to help build her confidence, and it worked. Wow. I made her cuss. You got the back of her neck, like, do it in front of the camera. Growing up and cussing with your parents is a good time.
I know nothing about that.
Me neither.
Yeah, I can never do that.
The only time I ever cussed from my mom is I think somebody tried to yell at her, and it was my 0 to 10 or was it 0 to 60? Was very quick. I got a 0.2 0 to 60, and it was. What if you talking to like that? My mom was like, "Oh, okay, so okay. We're okay. No, we're not."
If I was on stage and I'm doing my routine, and my late mother, who has passed away almost 15 years, just happened to walk by, I would feel like Lauryn Hill when she saw Sister Act when she saw her mom. I'm like, doom, doom, doom. I'm like,
yep.
You shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
The rule is when I'm on stage, none of this exists. I'm
Mhm.
not who I am.
Yeah.
I'm no longer. I'm not Chaz
Mhm.
Rogers, your son. This is a guy. He's a whole different
Yeah.
entertainer being because I can't be held liable for what happens on stage.
I definitely had the conversation. I've never heard my parents like. I've heard like my mom when she's really upset.
Yeah.
Say like, "Damn."
Yeah.
That's where we are in my family, right?
Yeah.
Never heard my dad cuss.
Yeah.
So then, like, also it was like a thing where you kind of felt like it was a morality issue. Like, it's kind of like cussing makes you less Christian, like, right?
Mhm.
So growing up with that, like, my siblings, I know several of my siblings cuss, but they will not cuss around each other. We
Right,
don't cuss
right.
around each other. And then, like, then I have like a sibling that does not cuss at all. That she is not crossing that line. And then, so I remember having like a convo with my mom, like, yeah, sometimes I don't want to feel so restricted. It's not like I have a potty mouth. It's just like sometimes I want to say words. And because y'all support everything, I don't want to feel like I can't say certain things on my video. So don't feel a certain way if
Right.
a word
Mhm.
comes out. And I remember times she was like, "Oh, so all my kids just be cussing, huh?"
Who am I? Chopped liver? I didn't do nothing.
Right.
I didn't do nothing.
But it's definitely like one of those things. Like I think it happens in seasons
Yeah.
or whatever. But just like so,
Yeah.
the idea of cussing in front of my parents just still.
Right.
I remember in theater, like also I was like, "Mom, I'm in the play.
You're gonna
My
hear some
opening
things.
word, my opening line."
Yeah.
She was just like, "And how do you feel about that as a young Christian?" I was like, "I'm on
Mm,
stage,
mm.
Mama." I was in
Yeah.
high school during this time. But I was
Right,
like,
right.
I'm on
I'm on
stage.
stage. Yo, let me
And
live.
so she was like, "Well, if you think those are two separate things," I'm like, "Mom."
If you think you won't go to hell, okay.
I was acting.
I guess you can repent
Yeah.
for your sins.
Right.
Yeah.
If you think that's how your witness works.
Only heard my dad cuss once when I told on my brother that hurt me when we were play fighting. I was scared my brother was about to die. Let me tell you something. I wish my first child. This is what I wish. I wish I had a son first, and I had 2 daughters,
Yeah.
so I can rough this up
Yeah.
in front of them.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you, girl? I mean, boy.
Dion, somebody check on the baby.
It's a good thing.
I want that sort of energy. Like, oh, let's not play with dad.
It's I say this all the time, man, because even Izzy's playing basketball, I go like, it's so good I didn't have a like it's so good, bro, because I feel myself getting ramped up when Izzy's playing. So I'm trying to be cool. They're 7, but in my mind, I'm like, we practice this. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know how to pass, you know how to make a good pass. But inside, bro, I'm like, oh, that boy been fucked up after the game. We got there trying to pass the ball like a little out there, huh? You know what we doing? Laps.
Yeah.
When we get home, we doing laps.
It is.
Oh yeah.
It is
Cry now.
It is a wild double standard, man.
It's crazy.
We're super mean and tough on guys.
You
Boys.
have to be. Boys are dumb,
But
bro.
why not reverse though?
Because this whole thing, what I've seen of girls that mature faster is true. Boys mature, boys and girls mature differently. This we know, right? But dudes is dumb. Dudes is dumb for a long time.
Yeah.
So you got to be tough on dudes. You got to give a young guy something to fear because he's gonna feel invincible. And you just feel like there's no consequences when you're like high school up to your 20s. You can do whatever you want. You got all this testosterone, all this bravado, like you just have it in you, and it's not even 100% your fault. It just makes you do dumb shit. You say dumb shit, you do dumb shit, you treat people crazy because you think you can, and you don't have the fear of God in you. And that's where dads are. Dads are the fear of God. Dads are like, if I step up somewhere, that nigga's small.
Yeah.
No matter what you did, my dad came around, you be like, hey, pops. You just the humbleness comes immediately.
Look at that good callback right there.
What?
That's how toxic masculinity is. Boy. Great callback.
I feel like it just takes that much. People gotta learn how to be men.
I want my son to stand up to me. To be like, you know what, Dad? I'm seeing you talking to me. Oh, now we man now, huh? Say it to my face now, boy. What'd you say? I'm sick of you telling me what I need to do. Why? I want to verbalize it to keep flushing it out. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Right.
I just want to say, because you always push me. You don't push the girls. Why don't you push me? Because I want you to be a leader. I want you to be great. You don't let them be great.
See, when he starts crying, that's when you punch him in the stomach.
Toxic community.
Come on, stand up, chest up.
There's a difference right there. I'm like, you're not being tough on him, being abusive. 2 separate words.
Also, I do want to say the psychological warfare that the Jackson 5 has to be going through, knowing that their 2 baby siblings are the greatest performers of all time. Like, can imagine, like, we've been here for years getting our ass whooped by Joe, and the two youngest become the biggest pop stars.
That's how it should be, though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like
It
it should
makes-
be. Like
but-
that first one.
Or
Or
just the experiment.
who's the first one? Is it Jermaine? No,
Oh,
the first kid.
Jackie.
Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie got to feel all the disappointment in the world.
He's the experimental child.
But from the
Yeah.
siblings, because he's the first one, like you're a hope, son. But for the siblings, he's got to be their hero. You know what I mean? But from the dad, he's the first. He's got to protect them. It's a different game. That first one, he's gonna be the one who's gonna be able to be the best teacher because he's gonna get you all of Joe without the abuse, hopefully, because he knows what it was like. But those young ones, those, they have to be the best, bro.
Jermaine, Reeby,
You got
Tito,
all the
Marlon.
greatness
Yeah.
poured down to the youngest. It's everybody's got to pour down to you.
But to not even hit like the charts at all. Michael Jackson was killing for like 30 years.
Yeah,
Right?
It's hard to
You
hit them
can't be
charts.
like, hey, Jackie, let me do a song with you to put you on the chart. That say I'm removing y'all entirely from it. Tell me one Jermaine Jackson song. He has several.
I only know the one. There's only one song I know. I can't say what it is.
Exactly. But you know Eddie Murphy song. That's what I'm saying. Like to be a part of the biggest group, I'm about to say Fantastic Five. Jackson 5 is probably the biggest child group of all time, right? They had like 5 albums, and for them to no one have us. Well, you know what? This started to be a pattern here. A lot of groups usually have a lead singer.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Yeah.
breakout, bro.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I have my own vision of music I want to do.
Yeah,
I have my
right.
own. Especially the older you get, it's kind of like, I just have other stuff I want to explore.
Yeah,
Like they were never gonna stand a chance compared to Mike.
Yeah.
but
They
they
were
all can
never
sing,
gonna be in the same.
Y'all can dance.
But my vocal ability and talent is what made him also stand out. And then his like wanting to be his own artist and create his own sound and do his own thing, like he was an artist in that, and he was willing to develop that and willing to stand up against his dad to do so.
And also, I don't know how much of it is genius and how much of it like you got like naturally, but that kid's work ethic is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would take a long way.
Definitely Joseph's responsible for that.
Yeah, but his work, I think even outside of that, I don't think Mike was a dude you needed to whoop. You know what I mean? Like maybe some of the other ones you needed to whoop, but Mike always seemed like a dude who like needed the perfection. And he was just on another level of thinking and who he had with him. Just some people just see shit differently.
Yeah,
And those guys start pushing, you know, because we always hear this. You always hear that like Elvis has all his stuff stolen from other black people, right? I don't hear that with Michael. You hear other people who work with them, but I never heard somebody like Mike got this whole thing from this one person.
Right.
You go like, oh yeah, there's some James Brown in there. There's like other entertainers and stuff like that. But yeah, but it's not like, hey, do this just like this guy and steal an entire style that I hear anyways.
What's upsetting is if you actually really break down a lot of Michael Jackson's
When it be stuck
biggest
inside.
songs, they are very particular. It's like he's talking about somebody like specific.
Yeah.
What I say?
Particular.
Yeah, specific. Like Billie Jean, no one can ever write that song. Like it's considered a hit, right? But I'm just thinking like how did this song become like we want to know more about it? And these lyrics always bothered me. We don't know who Billie Jean is. We didn't dig into why did he sing this.
It was just a tennis player, right? Billie Jean King.
That's
No.
what we that's what we knew, but I don't think that
No.
was the actual
I mean,
version.
maybe they smashed, yo.
Break the lyrics down. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who thinks that I am the one, right?
But
That but right there lets me know like, all right, y'all caught me. Y'all got evidence.
I hit it.
But all right, she is my lover.
But the
kid-
timeline just doesn't make sense.
but the kid is not my
I'm like,
son.
look at the kid.
They say, oh, you got evidence? All right. The kid is not my son.
That's why it's funny. Somebody said if there was no social media back then.
Oh, yeah.
I
I sure would've.
Nigga, we have no idea what this song is about.
Yeah.
Even Scream is a huge hit with Janet Jackson. This
Yeah.
was phenomenal. I have no idea any of those lyrics. I
feel like that song was their song to Joseph.
I thought it was just more so like in like
Pressure in me.
society in general, like the pressures that you get from peer pressure, family pressure, all the pressures stop.
What's the lyrics though?
Makes
It's been a long time since I
Yeah.
heard that song.
I mean, of course we can Google it.
Again. Just sounds like Popeye.
I was like, I have no idea any of these lyrics mean, but I love it. I remember the chill bumps of like.
I remember Janet because like, she came in killing. She came in killing, bro.
on the little.
She came in. I love Janet so much. She came in killing.
I remember one Christmas, one day, whenever the History album came out, my parents got it for me, the whole history, Michael Jackson history. So I was just going through all the greats of Michael or whatever. And I had, like back in the day, you'd read all the lyrics and have all it. I think I played that album out for a whole year.
One?
History.
Oh, yeah.
I played it for a whole year straight.
Yeah.
Had to.
I had this whole DVD box set thing. It was like a whole white box set. And I remember I gave it to my mom. She definitely did not bring it back when she came to LA. But I remember I had this, and it was like 5 albums in this DVD of like a live concert. And it was so dope. But man, that dude.
Here's another Mandela effect. Michael Jackson. What is his first album? Michael Jackson as a solo artist.
Off the Wall, right?
This is what I'm talking about, man. People treat Michael Jackson like Michael Jordan. Like
it's not Off the Wall?
No.
Oh, what is it?
His first album is Got to Be There. His second album is what?
Off the Wall, right?
No, it's Ben. These are failed albums.
Ben's in the album?
No, yes. Third album is what?
Singles?
Third album is what? Music to Me. Music and Me. These are real albums.
But not
Fourth album is what?
Are we Off the Wall?
Forever Michael.
What year is this?
Lies.
What year is this?
This is 1975.
These aren't singles released.
I need to see the
solo studio albums in order. That's how people treat Michael Jordan. They be like, he won 6 rings. He had a lot of failed years.
Well, sure, but I remember that with Janet. That's not her first album. Isn't Control. It's something else,
right?
But I was like, and we don't count those, man.
It's exactly. People be treating Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson the same way. Like he killed the entire career.
Well, I get like Usher had a whole album that people forget about first before
My Way.
Before My Way, yeah.
There's not an album before My. There's an album before My Way.
Yeah.
It's a young album. It kind of flopped, but but I think, and it was another group. Somebody else that was like, y'all had a song before.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. Yeah. Call Me a Mac. What was that?
That was the album.
Of who? Oh, that's what's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a terrible.
Call Me a Mac.
Terrible album for a child. Because My Way came out, he was how old? Teenage? Early teen?
Yeah, dude. People, I'd be like, yo, Michael Jackson had some failed. He had, and also on top of that, the Jackson 5s were intermingled with his albums, and they were a success. He was 13 for the first album.
Yeah, Call Me a Mac while you're 13 is insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That has teenage pregnancy written all over it.
But that's like, I think like if you look at early R&B or the R&B at that time, people weren't coming out as kids. Like a lot of the singers were young. Like Monica's first album, was she like 14?
Yeah, those kids were. She
was going through.
Yeah.
Brandy's was.
But I don't think that's ever changed because Bieber was how old?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Chris Cross was calling himself Mac.
Yeah.
It's funny thing is, the good question is, which one was Mac Daddy and which one was Daddy Mac?
No,
if you had to guess.
How old were they? They were 10, 12 years old?
Yeah.
12, 13?
The good thing is that name is perfect because they both names was Christopher. And,
was it?
Yeah, their both name was Christopher. And it was like actually Chris Cross. And also their names were Chris Cross. Mac Daddy, Daddy Mac.
And then their clothes were
Chris Cross. Come on, man. It's a great ass gimmick right there.
If we had to get Jermaine was 18, I think, when all that happened as well.
Yeah.
He was young as hell also. Bro.
The Mickey Mac Daddy.
Our 5th grade dance. I remember that song going tough. Our 5th grade dance.
Yeah. I used to love Aisha. Or not Aisha. I Missed the Bus.
I missed the bus.
Yeah.
It'll never ever happen again.
Yeah.
Something like that.
He was up, but I laid back down thinking I could chill when the time came around. But he did a little too long. And when I woke up, the bus was gone.
Such a kid song.
Yeah.
Chris Cross, that song was not wait, is that song called Chris Cross? Hold on, I'm tripping now.
You thinking of Jump?
Yeah, Jump, my bad.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a kid song, but it was like that beat was cracking up.
The callback of all this right now, that song was the sped up version of Jackson 5's ABC. Do you know that? Did you know that?
Wait, Chris Cross?
Yeah. Jump is the dun 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 dun. But Jump is dun 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 dun, like that. Make it jump. So it just sped that out, and he kept looping that part right there. It's a good callback to talk about Jackson 5 and Crisscross. And that's how you produce a podcast, yo. With that being said, we've done 3 hours.
Didn't
Yeah.
record none of
Oh, you're in my heart right now.
Yeah.
It's
I can press
insane.
record now if you want me to.
it. Could have done that an hour ago when you first.
Let's put the condom on and had a conversation with the girl.
Just hanging there loose in the
He
wind.
said, "Are you ready?" All right, condom on. So let's talk about life, man. How was that?
Oh, we're not having safe sex. We're having safe,
Yeah.
safe conversations.
Same conversation.
Um,
Tonight is a great ass song.
Let's do this real quick. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode. Like on your chest.
Nah, check please.
Then the intro, outro, dibby, all that good stuff happens.
Thank you so much, Twills,
Twills.
for being behind the keys and
Twills,
pushing.
I think you need a cam, Twills.
I like right here.
I
didn't
know
have to
you
put no
do.
makeup
I
on my
know you-
face. That's great.
I know you do, but there's times when it's just us looking at the camera where you're talking.
Well,
Mhm.
have a
Then
doing.
we're like, oh, huh?
Have a doing. Find something.
Have a what?
We should be doing something while she's
Oh.
talking.
Or maybe give do you have like an avatar thing? You know,
That's so, yeah.
you know, one of those you know,
Yeah.
like they have the talking ones
Yeah.
now, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
she did like a black girl with locks. doing like a-
Hey, look, man, they
silly.
say get tools on the cam.
yeah, I'm gonna turn
Then
the
we have
camera
to
on.
use the switcher.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to
Or
avoid.
unless
right
we do
there.
picture in picture, which you can do on here.
Okay. That's what she was avoiding because these two cameras obviously is one camera.
I don't
Right.
want to actually have to do work. I like
Right.
talking.
No, the one camera is easy. The if you do the picture in picture, even better, because I can probably just zoom into it, right? As long as it stays a high quality.
Mhm.
So when it is your time to talk, or like think about making clips and stuff like
The
that.
Black Magic's not hooked up, is it?
Not right now.
Okay.
It can be, but it's
Okay.
not.
It's clip what? Damn. All right, I'm
She said, "Come say hi, Twills."
Who said that? Who said that?
So come say hi on the camera. You can come say hi on the camera.
Aw. Good old Twills.
Come hop on the camera.
Come
real
on,
quick.
I
Twills.
have no makeup on chest.
Oh, here we go.
That's when you're the prettiest.
That's what you. Hold on, what was that from?
That's your friend.
Yeah, good Twills, man. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, my best friend, my business partner, Twilla Amin, with the young mean t-shirt on, y'all. Give her compliments. Don't let her rely on the makeup. She's good, right? They have to have another thing. What up, young Twills?
Hey y'all.
Yeah.
No. Oh, like
Stop it. You see yourself. There's nothing wrong.
adjusted just right, proper.
You look good. Come on, Carolina blue kicks hottest on the block. Used to Willie bicycle since I was 6. No makeup needed. Come
I
on.
appreciate it. And the hoop earrings. I figured people don't wear that anymore.
I do. And Michael Jordan wear hoop
They
earrings.
still wearing hoops.
They ain't seen you in a long time. What did I love the lock? Sheesh.
About to get them done again.
Nothing wrong with your hair, yo. My back hair need to be locked up.
Your back hair?
Y'all see my back hair? Yo. The thing is, my chest hair.
Don't do this.
This is not a wife beater. This is all hair right here.
Don't do this.
Looking good, no makeup needed because that melanin is popping. Yeek. Tap on my hair chest. Tap on my hairy
The
chest.
yeek. I trust this is a nice backpack. It's kind of nice. Going
Yep.
on, good people.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's
For
crazy.
those who just came in here, we did this whole podcast. Didn't press record there or the audio.
And we didn't have the lights because that like
I just forgot to turn it on. Here we go.
you gotta start all over.
Yep. All right, we're gonna start from the beginning. I hate that they don't, cause that's my kryptonite. Big hoop earrings. What happened to our recipes?
I'm about to get some more.
Yeah. You are.
Yeah. I
A little
love
bigger than that.
Yeah. I have a pair bigger than this.
I seen a girl who had earrings so big she put it through her arms.
Oh no.
It was up on. I'm
That's a
lying.
lie.
she
That's like
had,
that sound like you get
she had,
one
up
wrong move. That felt.
had it up on her arms.
I remember when I first got my, I went natural and I did the big chop. That minute, you just feel like you have to wear earrings for people to know that you're a girl.
The titties don't give away.
Like, it's
Face.
just like I feel masculine. Like I feel it's just like I don't look like you're always taught like your hair is your crown and this is a woman. Like I went to like hair this length to like no hair, right? So then it's just you like wearing makeup and trying to make up. And after a while, I was like, that's too much.
That's how I feel about me always walking around with brass knuckles, because a lot of people see my butt and hips. They be like, he's definitely a woman. I gotta let people know I'm tough and I'm aggressive.
And that again is toxic masculinity.
I gotta let people know.
If you got to walk around with brass
I
knuckles
gotta
to
let people
prove,
know I'm a man, because I do got titties. I do got hips. They be like, that gotta be a
you'll
woman.
never grab yourself like that.
Well, hello, how does a man supposed to grab his chest?
He's not. You said
No, I did squeeze them together. I squeezed them together.
What are you doing?
So I'm not doing this act out again. Out again. It's not gonna go over well. Well, if you're doing Simon Says Chaz, here we go. Put your cup down. They say both hands touch your shoulders. Yep. All right. Touch. Touch your belly button. Touch your chest. Okay, touch your hips. Grab your chest.
Grab.
Yes.
Grab.
I was trying to see if you could do this.
Well, no.
I had no business doing
You
this.
had to tell me to squeeze.
Yeah. I had no business doing this.
Oh boy.
Imagine being tortured and somebody say, "Yeah, grab your titties, push them together." God, just kill me, man. Just
That's
kill me.
wild.
Oh boy.
You don't have to be like that.
All right, y'all. We about to hit 18, y'all. No, we're not screenshotting that. Too much like clip that. No.
Oh, it's being clipped. It's already been clocked.
Good old Twills, man, producing the show, giving us a good question. Did you know that Michael Jackson had 5 albums for that?
You really trying to prove it. Gotta be there. But it's a solo. What's this? Gotta be there. Ben, me and music, forever Michael. For all I care about, Off the Wall was Michael Jackson's first album.
And that's how people treat Michael Jordan. They were like, man, he did 6 rings. Let's talk about 80.
Well, we know he did
84.
right out of college.
Let's talk about 84. Let's talk about 84 to 90. A lot of failed years.
Am I stopping this?
We still got 16 folks up in here.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you so much for watching another episode of Black Girl and Jazz.
Yeah, please. Hey, do you mind if I give them some more?
Yes, please.
A lot of laughs we cooking up in this podcast. Typing XD is high key, the live stream. It's mostly positive conversations, except we tend to get darker than knees and elbows on Wesley. Unless we switch it from comedy or pet peeves, movie sex scenes, the ESPYs or Epstein. We soda popping like Coca-Cola and Pepsi, and plus our super chat be investing with blessings. So keep that paper coming so we can cover this wet sneeze. Coming to your city so we can kick it like Jet Li. It's best we introduce us, so let's see. Mr. Chad Rogers, he's big ready from Lansing. Dion Lack speaking third person, I guess we paying for the bill, so give us another check, please.
This looks like the back of Chaz's neck.